fellow publisher friend of mine in the fitness industry writes a blog all about how to get the lean Hollywood look. That's his position. He writes books, he writes blog posts about how to be lean and sexy like the people you see in Hollywood. So he says things like don't squat, don't deadlift, don't lift heavy for the lower body because it'll make your waist thick and you're not going to look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. That's his position, and he does a wonderful job of serving the people that enjoy his information because he helps them look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. But obviously some of the things that he talks about is diametrically opposed, completely different than the things that I talk about because I serve a completely different niche. I train baseball players, football players, power lifters, strongmen, people who want to actually lift heavier weights, increase their squats, increase their deadlifts, get thicker waists so they can handle more weight and smash the shit out of people in their sports. So when he says things like don't squat and deadlift, a lot of the people that watch my videos or read my blog will say, oh, this guy's out of his mind. It doesn't make any sense. Well, he and I get along really well because we're both serving people in the way they want to be served, although very different. His people love him. My people appreciate the things that I have to say. So it was just very interesting and fun to see my name mentioned on his blog the other day. He wrote a blog post about why squats and deadlifts are not a good idea. And at the end of the blog, he says, hey, but my friend Elliott Hulse has got legs the size of tree trunks. They work for him. If that's what you're into, then fine. I thought it was cool, so I posted it on my Facebook wall, just giving him a shout out for giving me a shout out. Thanks, dude, for mentioning me on your blog. I appreciate it. Well, anyway, after posting it on my blog, I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and there were obviously about 45 different comments about how this guy is a nut, and Elliott, how could you ever be associated with somebody that says don't do squats and deadlifts? One of the comments was, hey, Elliott, you look like an idiot by having your name mentioned on this blog. So the very first thing I wanted to do to address that comment in particular, and it doesn't, and I'm not reaching out to the person who put that comment up, because he's just expressing a sentiment that needs to be addressed. And this is a sentiment that pervades all of society, that we should do our best to not look like idiots. Very first thing that I want to offer to that sentiment, not to that person, is that if you think, after watching my videos, I've been making videos for 5 years, if you think that I'm concerned about looking like an idiot, then you have not been paying attention. The second thing that I want to offer in this video is, number one, permission. Because that's what we're all waiting for, aren't we? We're good little boys and girls who have been walking on the line, hand in hand, following step by step all the rules in the book ever since our parents and teachers have been conditioning us to do what we're told. So I'm going to give you permission because, for the most part, 90% of people are not going to act unless someone says, yes, you're free to act. Elliott Hulse is giving you permission to step outside the bounds of the mental slavery that you're holding on to that was imposed on you by your parents, the teachers, society, and all of the institutions at large. They want to keep you mediocre, bland, vanilla, a square person in a square hole. I'm giving you permission to be an idiot for once. Now, I'm not saying go out and drunk drive and get into an accident. What I'm saying is express something creative. Be who you are from the depths of your heart, regardless of what anybody else thinks, because they're going to call you an idiot. They're going to call you weird. They're going to call you eccentric. They're going to tell you you're wrong. They may even chastise you to the point where you end up feeling like a criminal. You're breaking all the fucking rules, all their conventions. I'm giving you permission because those days of step by step, follow the line, get a good job, get into a good school, get a retirement pension are over, my friend. It's the age of creativity. If you're still following the rules and waiting for permission, you are going to crumble just like the institutions around us. Our economy is crumbling. The institutions that educate us are crumbling. The old style of corporation and business model is crumbling. And the way you've been conditioned, the mindset that you have, the paradigm through which you proceed your entire life is crumbling before your eyes. And that's why you're becoming obsolete. It's not because there's not enough jobs. It's not because the government isn't creating jobs. It's because you're stuck in an old mental slavery that has nothing to do with the new age that is currently upon us, except most of us don't know it yet. It's all about being unique, being brave, courageous, being creative. Bland vanilla is done. Mediocrity is done. Those days are over and you're going to die with it if you don't stop following the rules. So, not only am I giving you permission, but I'm going to give you an invitation today. Go out and do something idiotic. Ignore everybody else's rules for you and create your own rules. We're a dynamic race, the human beings. We're ever evolving regardless of what religions tell you. We are growing, we're becoming. Be a part of that change instead of the fucking anchor, like most people.
Elliott's sick. What?